Housing bastions feature some of the best routes, one of which appears the most often in world records. In this video, I'll show you how to identify that you're in a housing bastion and the only 2 routes you need to know, plus a few tips and variations that'll help you be even faster. Much like stables, housing is divided into ramparts. The difference is it only has 2. On the right, you always have a triple rampart. On the left, it can be a triple, a single, or a ruined rampart, spawning no chests. These names just correlate to how many chests are in each portion of that rampart. Because housing and stables look so similar, it can be hard to tell the difference between the two, but I'll show you a few easy to spot methods. As I mentioned, the right rampart in housing is always a triple chest. The gaps between the chests are 3 blocks wide here, whereas in stables they're only 2. Housing always has this chest in the center of the courtyard, and most of the time has soul sand and nether wart near it. If you stand at the center chest and face the tall portion of the bastion or the ramparts, you'll see this one stair block leading up to what's a double chest. If the double chest is at the very bottom of the right rampart, you know you're at a housing. That lava won't always be there, but it's also another indicator that you're at a housing bastion. If you're approaching from the backside, you'll see these random blocks jutting out from the bottom. Just be careful because this can get mixed up with certain points of stables if you don't know what you're looking for. There's only 2 points you start the route from in this bastion, so I'll show you both. If you come from up top, and let's say you don't have armor, you can get on top of the roof by just going over here. You'll see this hole right next to the triple chests, which you want to drop down on and then quickly break and pillar up 2 blocks. In this example, the pigs fell down, but sometimes the archers can still get you up here. Leave the single chest for now and come loot the other chest if the other rampart spawned one. When you're ready to start the route, break this single chest and punch a piglin. Punching a piglin ensures that all of the pigs in the area will still follow you even if you lose line of sight. The second entry point for the routes is from the center chest. You can use a boat to drop down from any height that you might have to, and then just quickly break the chest to start the route. If you're doing this route, the most important thing to know is which direction you're going to have to run to get towards the ramparts. The route I'm about to show is not optimal, but if you're a beginner and you just want one easy route to learn that you can always use, this is going to be good for you. I call this one easy manhunt. You start at the center chest and you run towards the ramparts. You can go up this little step that I mentioned in the beginning of the video, and then come over to this corner where you pillar up 2, break the one above you, and then pillar up 1 more. From here you loot the chest, and then you dig through the wall, letting the pigs up behind you. Make your way into this little hole and place the block above you so the pigs can't hit you, then dig down 3. Break these blocks to create the trading hole. Now you just keep mining these blocks that I show, and every once in a while convert it to gold ingots to throw for the pigs to start trading. There should be a total of 9 gold blocks in this little area. If you're just learning, you don't have to use this method of getting the blocks closer to you, but placing these blocks with the dirt helps push the blocks towards you. This is a small time save here, but if you want to learn the routes that I show later in the video, which are a little harder, this is the same principle used for many portions of them. These gold blocks won't always be guaranteed enough to get your trades finished, so if you need some backup gold, you can just pillar up from this location and look for these ones in the wall here. You can push these far blocks over to yourself by placing blocks, but if you do it too quickly, it'll elevator them to the block above. You have to be careful with this method though, because there are some late pigs like that, and if that guy's an archer, he'll shoot you off the block pretty easily. There are 2 blocks you can place to avoid taking any possible damage, which I'll show later on. My goal showing this route is to make it as easy as possible for a beginner to learn where to go to get the gold. If you have any late pigs like the one I showed before, make sure you're still funneling gold when he finishes his trade so that he goes into the trading hole. From here, drop down, place that gravel, and it should push all your trades out to you. Now for the same route with a few differences that make it quicker. Instead of the stairs, you use these blocks to make sure pigs don't get stuck. Jump on these blocks the same way you did before to pillar up. Loot the chest, and let the pigs up the exact same way as you did before. This time, instead of going straight to the hole, you're going to make this weird contraption to get up. These 2 dirt blocks can protect you from archers that might otherwise aggro you when you start mining this gold. Convert the gold and throw it down to the pigs so they can start trading. Then grab these 2 backup blocks that I showed before, and push it out with the push block method. Mine these blocks to let any pigs above you down, and make your way over to this hole so you can start grabbing the rest of the gold. If you're worried in that section about getting hit, you can throw more gold. Just convert the gold blocks into ingots before you drop down and throw some for the pigs. The rest of this is the exact same. You just grab the gold, keep throwing it in for the pigs, and then collect your trades when it's all done. As you get more advanced, there's methods you can use while mining this gold to overlap doing things like finding the fortress. To be honest, I'm not confident enough showcasing this yet, but I'll make a separate video on it eventually. Anyways, when you're all done, just pillar out of this hole, mine out the back wall if that's the way you want to go, and then you can collect your trades and dip. If the bastion spawns in the middle of lava, there's a way you can deal with it, but it's also very dangerous. The safest way is to pre-build a little bridge before breaking the center chest. The riskier way, but quicker, is to break the chest and then start building your bridge. pillar up by 2 and place a distraction, anything golden, on top of that second block. From here, just start bridging across, and once it's connected, you can break the block that had the distraction on it. Usually you want to pick up the distraction first so the pigs will follow you, but it can get a little dicey if there's lots of pigs, so just use your discretion. The last variation for Manhunt is if it's a lava housing, which makes it a bit more difficult. The route begins the exact same as before. You break the chest and make your way over to these blocks where you'll either place it up or you can go up that little staircase. You have to be quick placing these ones. This is a little bridge for all the pigs that you're about to let over. And then make sure you pillar up here as quick as possible. I have had problems here where the pigs start to attack me if I'm not quick enough, so you just gotta be really quick. Place these blocks and then let your pigs out. Jump down here, and if you've got any gold blocks from the chest, you can throw them in here to get the pigs to start trading. You're going to grab the same 9 gold blocks that you used for the other routes, but for this one, after 3 or so, you want to convert it to ingots and then throw it up for the pigs to start trading. It should look pretty familiar from this angle now. While I have some time to talk, I just wanted to shout out Dibbity from the MCSR Wiki YouTube channel who made a housing video very recently. He did such an insane job on it that the only thing I can hope to do is explain it slightly differently to maybe click for other people or show beginners the way that I learned so that they can learn too. Anyways, check them out, but first come up here and grab the backup gold blocks and then make your way back down to the trading hole. If you mind the exact way that I showed, you should be able to collect these 3 gold blocks by just jumping. If you're low on food, you probably want to place a block before you jump down just to negate some fall damage, but use that block to separate your gold from your trades. If you're worried about obby but you know you have abundance of ender pearls, you can dig out the back here and then just build out by 2 and up by 1 with a solid block, then stand on the edge, look directly up and down very slightly. Now just right click and hold W. This should put you up right near the triple chest. There's a chance you have to block clutch though, or be ready to throw another pearl worst case scenario. When you're done looting the chests, you can either boat back down or jump off the edge and throw a pearl right at the blocks you placed before. This brings you right back to your trading hole. From here, just grab your trades and then you're good to go. Now it's time for Topdown. I heard somewhere, I think even a rec rap video, that this is one of the most appearing routes in the world record runs. Break the single and punch a pig to start the route. Then make your way down here and break this block. Keep going down and break these 2 blocks to let the pigs from the other rampart down. Make your way down here and block off these 2 blocks to keep the pigs from behind you. Place those 3 blocks and start mining this gold. Push it out like you did before in the other routes. Now, break this block above to let the pigs down and break the block below them. Go to the corner and mine down and place a block to minimize fall damage. Then make your way to this hole and place the block on top of you. From here it's the exact same as when you did it with Manhunt. You make the piglin trading hole, convert to gold ingots, and then throw it in the hole for them to start trading. You mine the rest of the 9 gold blocks. And now you just throw it in the hole and let the pigs finish their trading. While you wait, you can get this double chest very quickly by digging down from this block 2 blocks. A lot of the times there's pigs waiting on top of it, which makes it a little difficult to get, but just jiggle around until you can open it. Now from here you're just waiting for trades, but if you haven't found the fortress yet, you want to pyrite as efficiently as possible. There's a chunk border out this back wall that we keep using. If you increase your render distance by 1 out here and it spikes, that means to the left or right of you is the fortress. You can also come up here and do it on this chunk border, increase by 1, walk back over the border, and now you know it's in that direction. If none of that made sense to you, let me know if you want a tutorial for finding the fortress. If you already know how to do it, great! Use those chunk borders. A little trick to know during Topdown that can save you some time is when you need to craft. If you have all the materials but you just need to craft a few things like an iron pick, you can actually do it mid-route. Right here you want to jump into the corner and place a crafting table on the side. You craft whatever you need like the iron pickaxe, break the crafting table to make sure you get it, and let all the pigs down like you did before. Now just continue your route. Okay guys, I have a confession. There's actually one more route for lava Topdown, but in my defense, you can just boat down and use the Manhunt one. Start at the top, make your way down this rampart staircase. You're going to go through the left rampart for this portion of it. This is where it's pretty easy to get lost, but when you make it to this point, block it off by 2 and mine through this wall 2 blocks. Let the pigs up by breaking the dirt and then come over to this hole and place 2 blocks above your head. Mine down by 2 and mine these blocks that I show here to create the piglin trading hole. Make sure to fill in all these holes exactly as I do. Convert the gold and throw it to the pigs to start trading. When you're ready, mine down 3 blocks and get ready to break your fall by placing a block. Place all the blocks that I show here because you're about to do a block elevator, so it's very important. Mine down 5 blocks here and break all this gold. When you've got all the gold, break these blocks. Now you can do this part two ways. You can either convert the gold here, throw it out of your inventory and quickly place a block, or you can equip the gold, offhand a block, and throw the gold while you place the block. If you did it correctly, it should elevator all the gold up until it reaches an open block. This method is the same reason you don't want to do it too quickly when you use the push block method on the 3 gold blocks. Sometimes there's a pig here, which I usually just kill, but you're just grabbing the double chest loot and then making your way back up to the trading hole. Do this by jumping onto the block you fell down on and then pillaring up. This open block is where the gold pops out of, by the way, which is the perfect spot for the pigs to grab while they're trading. When you're done, you can just grab your trades and head out. Alright, hopefully I've showed you a few tips in this video that you didn't know, and feel free to check out any of my other videos if you need help with the other bastions. Thanks for watching. Peace.